only 1.5% of people in the world are millionaires. And most people don't become a millionaire until the age of 61. Today, I'm laying out the blueprint to becoming a millionaire. And I'm gonna break it down step by step, starting with the fundamentals and moving through the levels so that you can become a millionaire yourself and stay a millionaire. Get your pencils out and hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Let's jump in. First off, we need to get 100% clear on what we are talking about. So what is a millionaire? It's somebody whose net worth, excluding their primary residence, exceeds $1 million. Think of it as assets minus liabilities. For example, if you own $1 million house and you owe $500,000 on it, then your net worth is $500,000. You would not be a millionaire in this case. Now, there's a difference between liquid net worth and net worth. Liquid net worth is assets that you can easily trade in and out of, like cash. So having $1 million in cash versus having $1 million in assets are two different things. Why am I talking about this? Because the distinction is very important whenever it comes to setting goals. Take me, for example. Now, while I technically became a multimillionaire in my late 20s, I have yet to have my first $1 million in cash. That is to say, I have a net worth of over $1 million, but not a liquid net worth of over $1 million. Now, this is the plight of most successful founders because the majority of their net worth is in the equity of their companies. So they can be incredibly wealthy on paper, but not feel like it. Try going to the grocery store and checking out with company stock. It doesn't work. Despite this, I am 33 years old and I am a millionaire because the assets that I own are worth more than $1 million. This highlights one of the two ways that you can become a millionaire. You can earn your way there, or you can own your way there. Earning your way there is very slow. It's saving $100,000 a year net of tax for a decade. To earn your way to $1 million, you're gonna need to be very high earner, and you also have to be very, very disciplined. To show this, I wanna do some math. If you wanna save $100,000 a year to make it to millionaire status in 10 years, and you want to put the recommended 20% of your income into savings, you're gonna need to make $800,000 a year before taxes to pull this off. This would mean that you would need to make over 10 times the average American household income 10 years in a row. This is the reason that most people don't become millionaires until their 60s. Saving your way to $1 million takes a lot of time and planning, but there is a better way. Owning your way there through assets like businesses or real estate is much faster. Let's say that you can create a business that generates $250,000 per year. You could sell that business for around $1 million if it's really well automated, and that gets you to $1 million net worth in a much shorter time frame. Even if you don't sell it and you still own the business is an asset that's worth about $1 million, albeit in a liquid asset. Regardless of whether you decide to earn your way there or own your way there, the one key to building wealth is focusing on one thing. Your most valuable resources are your time and your attention, and spreading them thin across multiple ventures dilutes your efforts. This is something that I've seen almost every entrepreneur struggle with at one time or another, the temptation to jump into the next new thing. Successful people focus intensely on one thing, they build it up, and then they diversify once they've created wealth. If you do these steps out of order, then you're gonna risk self-sabotaging by allowing yourself to get distracted. Remember, the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. As you pursue any opportunity, you go through the 5 stages known as the emotional cycle of change. And it starts with uninformed optimism. You're excited about the opportunity, but you're unaware of the challenges. You imagine the benefits, but you've not experienced any of the costs. And this can happen whenever you see a friend making a ton of money doing something that seems super easy. You think, I can do that, so you decide to jump in and you give it a shot. Usually, then you're met with informed pessimism. And this is where reality sets in, and you realize that it's harder than you expected. The dollars aren't flowing in like they are with your friend, and you're starting to suspect that maybe they just got lucky and they hit the market at the right time or something like that. And this can lead you into the valley of despair, and this is where most people quit. The pain of change is felt, and the benefits seem really far away and unimportant. The quickest way to end the discomfort is to just quit and go back to what you were doing before the opportunity was first introduced. The past doesn't seem so bad whenever you're in this stage. If you persist though, you'll eventually make it into informed optimism, which is where you understand the challenges and you know how to overcome them. The benefits of your opportunity are starting to bear fruit and the costs start to feel like they're worth it. And finally, you're gonna make it to achievement, and that's where you reach your goal. This is where you hit that millionaire status. Simply understanding this cycle before you jump in can help you push through, and it's pushing through that separates the successful from the failures. Remember, you wanna think long term. Building something sustainable takes time, and the process can be boring, but sticking with it and building the right way ensures that it can scale and you can maintain your success. Reaching that $1 million milestone is a significant achievement, but the journey does not end there. The next challenge is to stay rich, which requires a different mindset and a different strategy. It's tempting to keep taking big risks, especially if those risks are what got you there in the first place. But once you've built a solid financial foundation, the goal shifts from aggressive growth to preservation and then steady expansion. This means being cautious about where and how you invest your money and avoiding the urge to bet everything on a single high-risk venture. Fortunes are built by taking calculated, smaller risks with wealth you've accumulated accumulated rather than continually going all in over and over again. The key is diversification, spreading your investments across different areas to minimize potential losses. This approach allows your wealth to grow steadily over time while protecting what you've already earned. It's about playing the long game, where consistent smaller gains lead to sustained wealth rather than trying to hit a home run with every single investment. Wealth isn't a destination with a clear finish line. It's a continuous journey that's all about staying in the game. The most successful people understand that true wealth isn't about accumulating a certain amount of money and then stopping. Instead, it's about maintaining and growing that wealth over time, regardless of the external circumstances. They don't see wealth as a one-time achievement, but as an ongoing process of learning, adapting, and evolving. This long-term perspective keeps them focused and motivated even if they've already achieved significant financial milestones. They recognize that the real challenge and the real reward is sustaining and building upon what they've already accomplished, and always looking for new opportunities to grow and improve and protect their wealth. It's this mindset of perpetual growth and resilience that separates those that stay wealthy from those who merely get rich temporarily. Wealth in this sense is less about the money itself and more about the ability to keep playing the game, no matter how the rules or the playing field may change. So that's how you can become a millionaire in 2024. And now that you're armed with this knowledge, click on this video to learn which types of businesses are the best to start on your $1 million journey.